Hi, this is Steve, and this is my last filler video before I switch the channel back to what it originally was supposed to be, or sign off. I have to take my pick. This being the last filler video, I'm going to tell all I know, come whatever may. Number one, the division plan is 100% real. It's really, really real. It's Well, first off, in 2021, I personally think they're going to wreck the new Batman movie. I hope they don't, but there are too many signs. There are too many things on the wind in 2021. Have you noticed how the years have gotten progressively worse? And how nobody does anything about it? Have you noticed how all these changes, I'm not talking about those changes, I'm talking about the regular stuff, or whatever you can call regular at this point. All these changes in the news, the entertainment industry. You notice how they barely report small stories in the news anymore, ever? You notice how they are completely relaxed, practically asleep on the good news being reported lately? You notice how there's an us and a them definitely now? Give you a little while in between these things I'm saying to process it. Do you know how there's apparently a narrative going on that the country is in trouble and the world is in trouble and everyone's in trouble, and how there used to be one way out of it and now there doesn't seem to be any way out of it, even though we did to the letter what the broadcasted one way was for years and decades. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that a guy like me could buy Disney stock right now and several others without breaking a sweat? And I'm what you would call financially in the red. Have you noticed the disconnect? The supposedly connected society that has become completely disconnected with each other and everything around us? That's not background noise, you know. Those are birds and bugs and insects and wind and all kinds of stuff going on. Animals running around out there. Both outdoor pets and wild animals alike. It's not background noise. Radio is not supposed to be background noise either. Not something you stick on as a noise floor. Whatever happened to the soundtrack of the summer? Or your summer? Whatever happened to tuning in at night? Did you know that The Shadow was actually daytime programming? I didn't know that at first. Yeah, The Shadow was on right in the middle of the day. That was daytime radio. A long time ago, but yeah. That was daytime radio. I wonder what else was on during the day. How long since you've heard the term the famous 56? How long since there's been a station like the famous 56? How long has it been since community events made the national news? These are not rhetorical questions. How long since the station ID of a station didn't make you go, oh no, or wow, or that just doesn't fit the format? Maybe not out loud every time, but at least in your mind. How long... It didn't matter that a lot of them sounded similar at first, when they were done very, very well. And how long since a lot of them have been done very, very well? I'm starting to wonder where the hell we're going and how fast it's taking us to get there. I thought we arrived back in 2016 and then we shot right past the station at breakneck speed. And the bottom dropped out of my stomach. Is our society legitimately collapsing? Or am I just not good at this whole change thing? These are not rhetorical questions. If you can, answer them to the best of your ability in the comments section below. I have so many more to ask, but I only have so much file space in this phone. So, and I also don't want to run down all you guys' data with a giant MP4 file, since I can't figure out how to make the file tiny like I did on the old phone. I don't even think that's an option anymore. I hope it is. When the MP4 videos are all tiny, on my channel, it means I've converted a small MP3 into an MP4, and that's why it sounds like that. When I record with the phone, an MP3, I have to then raise the volume level in the computer because it records the mic quietly. How many of your other phones record MP3s really, really quietly now, but don't record the voice memos really quietly? Or how many of your phones have way too high phone volume on the headphones when someone's talking to you, but they can barely hear you, a word you're saying, when you get into the phone, when you get all up in the phone's face, into the microphone, and just talk directly into the mic like you should be, causing P is for pop filter. But they can barely understand a word you're saying. And when you hold the phone at arm's length, they can't hear you at all. How many others of you have that problem? This is not a rhetorical question. Please, like I said before, leave all of the answers you can in the comments section below. This is Metal Steve signing off. There's a text-to-speech video coming, and then there's another gag text-to-speech video coming, where it's just a joke video. Not in the series at all. More like me just playing around, but it's not in the canon of the series that I'm making. And there's another one coming that's in the canon of the series later. This is Metal Steve signing off.